Hey guys, it's SonyQrios, and this mess was created by an afternoon of portableizing. Yes, that's right. All afternoon I've been working on my GameCube portable. Not my unnamed GameCube portable, but my new GameCube portable, which still doesn't have a name, but all I know is that it will be the world's smallest. It will be smaller than Master Ashton's Fusion Micro, and of course Shockslayer's SLGC, and according to the measurements, it will be the smallest. So let's take a look at the board here. So as you can see, I've done the almost OMG WTF trim. It was a little extra, so it's like almost the OMG WTF. And I've done all the relocations, done all the wiring, got everything hooked back up. This is going to essentially be the same as my unnamed GameCube portable Worklogs, except it will be about a bajillion% cooler, because of course it will be the world's smallest. And if it's not, I'll put the measurements on Mod Retro and in the description, so if it's not the world's smallest, then please correct me on that. Anyway, so here's the board. It is extremely small. I'll do a little size comparison for you. And yes, this is my workspace. I haven't really showed it to you. It is quite messy right now because I haven't had time to clean it up. So yeah, here's my lamp and my SparkFun soldering iron, generously given to me by MyMixed, and just a bunch of wires, and this is my other GameCube Mobo. I cut the traces going to the RAMs. That didn't work. Anyway, here's my unnamed GameCube portable motherboard. So since this project is underway, I'm going to be selling this board, so if you want it to make a GameCube portable, it's the Red Sea, has a built-in power regulator, everything's all wired up, Wii-key's wired up, just have to provide your own Wii-key there, this is wired in backwards, just gotta flip that around, and it'll be working. So as I was going to say, size comparison, here's my portable N64, and here is a N64 cart. So the board is smaller, or as small as a Nintendo 64 cartridge. That's just size comparison right there. And it's a little bit thinner than one too, actually, so that's always good. So yeah, that's that. Now I'll show you, here's my screen. It's a 3.5-inch screen with the menu, brightness, contrast, flip, all that stuff in one menu, and on the screen a little slider, so it's cool. Here's my case. So according to how it looks in my hand, and according to the measurements versus Ashton's Fusion Micro, it will be the smallest. So everything's gonna get crammed in here. This is the size. These measurements are off. This isn't actually the case I'm going to be using. I'm going to get a new one because I kind of messed this up. I originally thought I was going to use the template from an actual GameCube controller, that thing right there, but I didn't have room, obviously. So that brings me to another thing I'm going to be talking about, is using the 3DS analog stick. So what I've done is, of course, I need a template to put in there, right? So I get out my old vacuum forming table, and I make a mold. Here's my mold for the 3DS analog stick, and vacuum form this, and I did a couple of revisions, but in the end, here they are. They're extremely nice. I cannot complain at all. They're amazing. There's little bubbles in the plastic, but you can't feel them, so you won't be able to see them. And this is a botched version, so I kind of painted it just to see what it looked like. You can see there's bubbles, major bubbles, and I drilled the hole through. And so when you set this on the 3DS analog stick, if I can do this one-handed, the hole is the same size as the radius, and when I put my little cap on here, of course I can't do it one-handed, but basically in essence you have about that much room around the radius, so it's perfect. It's 1 inch in diameter, so it's the same as the Wii Remote D-pad, and this is the D-pad I'll be using. Quite thin template, so I need to keep everything as thin as possible. So that's my case. I'll be using a 3.5 inch screen, as I mentioned earlier, and that'll fit right here, and all's well. So now to the exciting part, actually turning the board on and proving that it works. I have my GameCube switch here. It's the original GameCube switch, original GameCube power supply. Fan, this is my fan, as I have cut my heatsink, so it's quite thin, and then I cut this out for my fan to land, and it works perfectly. So I don't have a 5-volt voltage regulator handy right at the moment, so I'm just using handy dandy USB into my computer over here for the fan. So let me just flip the board over, and you can see my Wii key is wired up. I had to solder to the CPU, or that's the GPU for some of them, but the rest I just soldered to focus the little chips. I just kind of tore the filtering capacitors off and laid them down and soldered the wires to it. Some of the test pads came off, that's why I just soldered the GPU. And here is my 256 block memory card, I believe that's what it is, and soldered to the GPU as well. Completely functional. So now this is usually my Worklog jumbles of alligator clips, but you know, it's fine. So plug it in, the fan, so it doesn't overheat. Fan is extremely quiet, my goodness, it's like amazing. And once everything's mounted, it'll be even quieter because it reverberates through the board. So anyway, let's give it a go. Okay. So of course, everything is fully functional. I have a original GameCube controller here, wired to this little plug going over here to the board. So yeah, show you the memory card working. I got my 2 game saves in there, both saved from my wiki. I have a lot of space left. So gameplay, BIOS battery works. It remembers that today is October 2nd, 2011. And so yeah, it's flashing in between the reading disc and insert disc. So as any wiki aficionado would know, it means you have to do this. And then if I can get it before I get the air, come on, got it. That took forever. Yep, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's very sensitive, so yeah, gotta get it. First time, like that. Okay, that should work. Or not. No, of course. There we go. So yeah, loads to the wiki, and I have, stupid, yes, that's from the CRT monitor, as you all should know, and better know. Quoted Truxler there. Yeah, let's load Super Smash Bros. Melee, because everybody knows that game. All works perfectly. Coming from, be quiet. Coming from this board, of course. So that is my progress on my GameCube Portable. If you have a suggestion for a name, please post it in the comments on YouTube, or either on Mod Retro, because I will be making a Worklog for this now. Because I didn't want to make a Worklog and then have my board die, because that's bad. But I'm like 90% done with the electronics portion of my portable. So the next part, just casework. So I'm pretty close to finishing this. Just say maybe when my case arrives, a couple, maybe just to be safe, a couple months, because I'm in school and everything. So this has been a really long Worklog, and I'm not going to show any more games, but you know, I'll kind of just show this working. Link, of course, right? So, exactly. Yep. That is that. A working GameCube portable. Wire it up with the wiki, turn it off, fan still on, unplug the fans. Heatsink is just, you know, warm, nothing much. Cools it quite nicely. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Heatsink is glued down, Arctic Silver 5, and it's all done. So, tried to cover as much as I could in this 10-minute, 11-minute now worklog. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you watched it all the way through, that's awesome. So just keep just check out my worklog on Modretro for more progress soon, and maybe I'll post another progress video sometime. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.